Hi everyone, my name is Thantasia Wood, and today we will be exploring the solid element of Mr. Sketch markers. I thought it would be really fun to talk about something that feels a little more off the wall, because I feel like most of us know what markers are. So today we'll be exploring Mr. Sketch markers, commonly associated with classrooms, and they're effectively used in workplace training environments as well. We're going to look at how they support learning, best practices for using them, and some real-life applications, along with the pros and cons. So to start off with, what are Mr. Sketch markers? Mr. Sketch markers are water-based, non-toxic, and known for their bright colors and unique scents. Originally for children, they've found popularity in adult learning environments due to their ease of use and visual appeal during presentations and trainings. They're basically just really fun markers, and I think that's cool. Next is the application in workplace training. So in training sessions, Mr. Sketch markers are used to create charts, visuals, and whiteboard content. They're great for flip charts, which are those big sheets of paper with that you can flip, and they're really good for group brainstorming, group activities where markers can be passed around or you can be assigned certain colors. They're great for planning sessions and for trainers who need attention-grabbing tools to convey information visually and interactively. They're not the best for web-based learning, I will say, but this is more in-person kind of stuff. Best practices. To use Mr. Sketch markers effectively, you should assign specific colors for certain themes or contents. This is called color coding, and it'll help the brain to categorize each topic and assist with memory retention. Make sure not to overdo on the scents and enclosed spaces. Some people aren't very good with certain smells, and so just be very aware of the environment that you're working in. And make sure your writing is bold and large enough for all to see. So if you have good enough handwriting to be the one writing on the whiteboard or on a flip chart. We're not going for fancy cursive. It really doesn't work unless you can actually see what you're writing and people can understand what you're writing. And make sure the room is ventilated because the markers are really smelly, in a good way. They're a good smelly, but still you don't want to make the whole thing about the smell. So the advantages of the markers. The advantages include high engagement. They're really fun. They're great for a group setting because they're bright and there's a lot of novelty to the smells. I think they just bring a ton of joy, which is something that we could all use, especially as adults. They're safe for use. And even where safety is concerned, they are non-toxic, which is awesome. And I think they just bring a lot of joy to things that are generally kind of boring, such as seminars. So it's fun. Next is the disadvantages of Mr. Scent markers. Some participants might be sensitive to the smells. They might not like them. So that's a problem. The markers can dry out if caps are left off, so you have to really stay on top of it or you're going to spend a lot of money on that resource, which is unfortunate. And they're not ideal if you need a lot of fine points written down or teeny tiny writing. So you want to keep to bold statement kind of writing. So it's best to kind of know when and where and who you're going to be around before you choose to use them extensively. Maybe just do a trial run. Real world examples. In team workshops, markers are often used to create shared visuals on whiteboards or large paper. Strategy sessions is a really good one where you just kind of have a whiteboard or a piece of paper and you can do a mind map or a flow chart and have each participant have their own assigned color. So then when you're done, you can just have it there and kind of break down the pieces. And in training seminars, it's really fun. You can use them. I've used them for icebreakers actually in a training seminar where I attached a large flip chart piece of paper on different corners of the room and then had participants write with markers, not necessarily Mr. Sketch ones, but they can be. So that's a really fun way to use them. Honestly, there's so many different ways to use these markers, particularly. And that's it. Here are my sources, but overall, I just feel like this was a fun topic to talk about. You know, no one thinks about the impact that something as small as the type of marker you choose to use in your training can be. So I thought that would be fun to talk about. Thank you so much for joining my presentation. Have a wonderful day.